welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a one brand tutorial on KKW Beauty, and I'm actually going to be recreating a look that maybe you guys will recognize just by looking at this makeup. This look right here. So Kim recently stepped out in this look and I was shook. Like, the hair was a vision, the makeup was a vision, the fit was a vision. And I was like, you know what? I want to recreate this look. Obviously I can't recreate the outfit because that's probably like thousands of dollars and mama ain't got that. But I'm gonna do my best to recreate the hair and the makeup. The hair I did get done, but the makeup I did myself, and that's what we're going to be doing today using all KKW Beauty products. So before we get started, I do quickly want to introduce myself for those of you guys who are new to my channel. My name is Jessica, aka The Mexican Beauty, here on YouTube. I make videos on all things beauty, lifestyle, and fashion. Please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and become my friend here on YouTube because I wouldn't want you guys to miss my videos for the world. And also, while you're at it, don't forget to hit that notification bell because that will make sure you never ever miss a video. And last thing, but one of the most important things, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram, The Mexican Beauty, because whenever I'm not here on YouTube posting some amazing content, I'm there posting even more amazing content on a more consistent basis. And let's just go ahead and get right into this video because I'm so excited to show you how I recreated this KKW inspired makeup. So we are going to begin with our eyes. And in case you guys are wondering, for foundation, I did use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation because Kim's look is very matte. I wanted to stick to a more matte foundation. Now, in case you do see a little bit of radiance, it's just because of the fact that I really had to moisturize my skin because it was feeling a little dry. But speaking of foundations, I'm really excited for hopefully KKW Beauty to expand their products into perhaps foundation soon. I know that they do have a body foundation, but I would love to see like an actual foundation from them. So hopefully that'll come out sooner than later because you guys know I'm all about the reviews. Now we can move right into the eyes. So for eyes, I'm gonna be using the KKW Beauty Holiday Palette. This I think actually still is at Ulta, but this was the holiday exclusive that KKW Beauty did with Ulta. So I'm gonna go ahead and just begin doing the eyes. To prep the eyes, I am going to be using the KKW Beauty Concealer, and this is the shade that I typically use for the under eyes in shade 6. And I'm just gonna apply just a little bit right there. This is a really good concealer. I think it was in 2000, perhaps 18 or 19 when I used this concealer a lot, and I actually went through one full tube of it. This is my second one. But once I went through that one tube, I stopped using it just because I'm constantly reviewing stuff. So I was like, let me try other products, but I really do love this. So the look that she had was fairly simple to do. So we're gonna first start off with this really nice brown shade right here. And we're going to be applying that all over the crease. Windshield wiper motions. And then we're gonna kind of take it a little bit further out just to kind of like blow it out. And a good fluffy blender brush is always the best for these looks because it really allows you to distribute the color and not have it be so harsh. Once we have that very nice and blended, we're gonna go in with the next shade, which is that darker brown right next door. And we're gonna use a little bit of it. You don't wanna use too much just because you really wanna have this look be as diffused as possible, but you still want the colors to obviously show the dimension between the lighter brown and the darker brown, because when I saw the pictures of her looking down and certain like shots that they took of her, you could definitely see that there was a difference between that light brown and that darker brown. The KKW Beauty eyeshadows are seriously some of the most pigmented eyeshadows ever. They blend so nice and easily, very, very buttery shades. And I just feel like they're like that perfect, neutral, everyday wearable moment. Okay, so once we have those two colors, we're gonna move on to the lid. So for the lid, she had a nice vanilla-y shade. Now the reason why I like this vanilla shade for this look is because it's vanilla, but it has a little bit of warmth in there. It's not too like vanilla white, if that makes sense. So we're gonna be placing that all over the lid. And you can definitely cut the crease with it, just how I am. But just know that we are going to be blending that. So this is more so just a step to kind of figure out where exactly that color is going. Okay, so once we have that, we're gonna go back in with that lighter brown, and we are just going to pop that in the edge and then mix it with the darker brown and have both colors just kind of have a little pop, you know? So I also did do my eyebrows off camera, clearly because I have them on. But one thing I was thinking is, while I was doing my brows, I was like, I really hope that she does like brow products one day, because her brows are always fire. Like, they look amazing. She's always had those really beautiful, full, bold brows. So I would love to see what she would come up with to create like a perfect brow product. I don't own a palette from KKW Beauty that has a really intense black eyeshadow. So what I'm gonna do is the next best thing. I'm gonna take the Makeup by Mario, since he is her makeup artist. I'm gonna be taking his black in his Master Matte palette, and I'm gonna be using that to create the wing. So if you guys know, I am a huge fan of eyeshadow wing. I just feel like for me personally, with my lash extensions and just having that more softer look, I prefer a black matte eyeshadow to create a wing. Now, everybody has a different preference. I also think it's the easiest because you are using a brush. Here I'm using my Sigma E65 brush to create that wing liner. And I'm just gonna be doing a wing. She has a pretty long wing, so that's kind of what we're gonna be doing. Like, do you see how beautiful that black eyeshadow is as a liner? Like, it's stunning. I feel like that was like the most dramatic part of her look, was just her bold liner. So I really wanted to make sure that I had it as bold as I could. And then the last step is we're just gonna make sure we kind of further blend a little bit more, just to really kind of tie this look together. Okay, so we have the eyes done, and I'm living for this look, just very soft and effortless. Now we're gonna move on to the concealer. So we're gonna be using the same concealer that we used to prep our eyes, the KKW concealer in Nude 6. And I just literally love how creamy it is, and I really like a, did I say Nude 6? It's not Nude 6. I'm thinking about the lipsticks in 6. And I'm just going to begin blending this out. You guys can see it is definitely a very yellow concealer. I just personally love a good bright under eye. I feel like that's what KKW Beauty is known for, is for their brightening concealers. So they really get those undertones right. And I feel like if you're looking for a concealer that's really gonna brighten your under eye and you're around the same color as I am, this one in 6 by KKW Beauty will be the one for you. Once I have that in place, I'm going to go in with setting powder. So I'm gonna be using the KKW setting powder in 2, and I'm gonna be using the brush and sponge to apply this. So I'm just gonna go in here. I don't wanna leave it on for too long, just because we do have really nice matte products, so I don't want it to dry up too easily. And also, I did mention that I have been suffering from dryness, so I have to tread lightly when I go in with this. We're gonna move on to the KKW Beauty contour sticks. I ended up buying one of these. You guys know that I always love using the Wet n Wild one. I feel like this is a perfect dupe for the KKW Beauty contour sticks. If you're looking for something more affordable, this is the one. Wet n Wild, highly recommend. I use the shade medium. But for the KKW Beauty, I did purchase the shade medium. I'm gonna start off with the darker shade to warm up around my face, and then I'm gonna use that lighter shade to do the cheekbones. So I'm gonna do this. These are so creamy. I'm gonna go in with the darker shade of the two, the one that we use around the face, to just contour the nose. For the nose, I always like to go a little bit darker because I really like it to define. So I'm gonna start blending outline of the face just to kind of let everything else have some time to cook. So now I'm gonna go ahead and use this angled brush to just further define. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and just take my favorite contour brush, which is not even a contour brush. This is the KKW Beauty Concealer Brush, and this is my go-to contour brush. You guys always see me use this brush. And whenever I use it, I get asked questions like, what brush is that? It's the KKW Beauty. This is literally one of my holy grail products that I use every day, but I never miss my nose contour. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to blush. Some of my favorite blushes are from KKW Beauty. This one is one of my absolute favorites in particular. It's part of her wedding collection, and this one is in Flower Wall. It is so stunning. Literally one of my favorite blushes of all time. This blush literally looks phenomenal on all different types of skin, and I think that's what makes it so pretty. And I like to really go to town with my blush, and I also feel like in the look that she has, you can definitely see her blush, like it really pops. I feel like that's really in lately, is like that pop of blush. And I think they take it pretty high on her just because they really kind of want to showcase that like snatched cheekbone. Don't sleep on KKW Beauty's blushes because they are so good. So now that we have that, we are going to go ahead and do some cleaning up right here. So while we let this bake, I do want to go ahead and just do a little bit of work on the lower lash line. So she did kind of have it smoked out a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking this fluffy brush, and I'm going to be taking that darker brown, and I'm just going to be applying that right on the lower lash line. It wasn't too intense, but it was also very, very softly applied on the lower lash line. So that's why I'm using this fluffy brush as opposed to my little tight brush that I like to use, because I don't want the color to be super intense. I do quickly want to go in with this, which is the Brighten powder. It's a pressed powder by KKW Beauty for the under eyes. And can I open it? There we go. This is in number 2. It kind of has like a soft pink touch, and I'm going to use this side of the brush that we got. And we are just going to be applying that directly on the under eyes, and you guys begin to see that it really gives a very like brightened eye. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that powder and just kind of apply it right here in this midsection, just to like further go in. Also down here. And I'm just gonna take a little bit of the loose powder in the areas where I get oily. So like right here, because it's loose, it's a little bit more fine. So I feel like it's able to really kind of target everything really nicely and get everything matte and in place. I'm doing this really because this is a very matte makeup look that she has going on. So I really wanted to mimic that in this look right here. Okay, so now that we've completed pretty much the full face, all we have to do now is apply our lips. So if you know me, you know I'm a huge fan of KKW Beauty lip liners. Highly recommend every single one of them. They are incredible lip liners, so creamy, so delicious. My favorite one in particular is Nude number 2. I wear this all the time. Then we're gonna go in with the lip that she used, which is the 90s style matte lipstick. They are like a moussey matte. These really stay on the lips no matter what. And I just go in and kind of blend it into the lip liner because you don't want there to be any harshness whatsoever. You guys can see. And it just gives it a very nice faded effect. Okay guys, so this is the completed look using all KKW Beauty products. This look literally was everything. I had these earrings that I felt like kind of went with the vibe that she had on for the look that she was wearing. So I was like, let me throw these babies on. And I'm wearing Skims, the velour set, in case you're wondering. I just kind of wanted to really do it up KKW style. I will have all the details down below in the description box. Those are pretty much my thoughts and the completed look. If you guys did enjoy watching this tutorial using all KKW Beauty products, give this video a big thumbs up. So that being said, I think I don't have anything else besides don't forget to stay safe, stay blessed, and stay beautiful. And I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.